Am I rolling? Am I rolling? It appears I am live, finally. I am a little disoriented, honestly, just a little tired, and my bad, man. I can't begin to tell you all the things that's happened, trying to get this whole thing set up. Apparently I needed to spend a little bit more time on my audio, and then my internet acted up. So yeah, I am here, and I think I'm actually just going to get started. Just want to pick up a couple things and try to see if I can get a couple more people in here to check out. This is my second attempt going live. The first one was kind of a disaster. My internet was messed up. If my internet is acting up, please do me a favor and let me know in the comment section below. If my audio is acting up, please do me a favor and let me know that as well. I also got a funky setup in here, so please bear with me. Da da da. Do do do. Don't worry, I am not about to start singing. Just gonna wait a little bit. I probably will end up editing all of this out if you have joined and it's not showing up in my chat. Just going to wait a little bit. This figure right here is the Hasuki Succubus, I think. I gotta go back and check that out. I did not do a review on her. I'm thinking about it, but I like to pull her out and just kind of mess with her. So yeah, I'm really digging this figure right here. And I guess I'll just talk about her for a little bit until somebody actually shows up in the chat. And we are waiting, and we are waiting, and we are waiting. I'm actually going to get started in just a little bit because I don't expect a whole bunch of people to really show up. In fact, I think ACBA goes live tonight. So just going to hang out for a second and then I'm going to get started. I have been live talking to myself for almost 3 minutes now. Let's give it up for him. Yeah. And I like the fact you can move her eyes. I like the shading on her hair too. It looks really nice. Hasuki honestly is like one of those companies, man. They are coming out of the woodwork. I think this is like my third figure from Hasuki. And my biggest complaint would be that their ab crunch isn't the best and their head movement. But as far as they look, this is almost like the dark side of Figma. Like if Figma and Snail Shell had a kid. I think if she had a silicone body, that would have definitely assisted with that movement of the head. But yeah, she is a really cool looking figure, and I like the tailoring too. This vest, such a cool look for her. The design, such a cool look. Yeah, so I'm gonna get started anyways because I have been waiting damn near a week to open this figure. I'm sure some of you are wondering what it is already. If you are in fact in the chat, probably not. But as in reference to the title of the video, gotta catch them all. Now, this figure right here, not many people were really digging it when it very first came out. Well, not I say came out, but it's out now, I say. And I'm freaking tired, man. I'm gonna just zoom through this. Yeah, so people weren't really digging it. Like you can't even tell what it is just by like looking at the front of the box. If this was just lying around, you might think it's like cologne or something. No serial number, no anything. Sheesh. But yeah, you know what? I said we only have one other version. I think there's a 1.6 version that's coming out. And we only have one other version that came out years ago, and that shit was super expensive. So honestly, I kind of just hopped on it. A lot of people already have an idea what it's going to be. So I'm just going to get started and crack this bad boy open. Ooh, forgive me for the noise. Oh man. Damn. I don't know, man. First impressions, I am not digging this figure. Just gonna pop them out. So it doesn't appear like they made a whole bunch of changes since the promo shots. Oh, look at his face, man. Oh, that face looks bad. That face looks bad. Wow. You can't even, the head does not sit on it. This is not impressive at all. Like, wow. I don't know, maybe I could take some acetone and kind of clean up that smile, but wow. I'm gonna just kind of go over his articulation and get up out of here. My bad for shaking the camera. But yeah, he is tall. Do a quick size comparison to my boy Ash Ketchum here. And I was hoping they would have ended up, just kind of revising this guy, making him just a little bit shorter, but they did not. They did not. So yeah, this is a bust. I'd probably say this is my first bust of the year because I've been pretty strategic. Yeah, he is much taller. This is a horrible, horrible substitute. That is super unfortunate. While I'm here, I guess I'm just going to try to go over the articulation if I can. It does appear that there is another joint at the neck, so that's nice. I'll probably have to fill this head cavity with like some sticky tack or something. That is poor engineering right there. I'm actually surprised that that is really they doing themselves a disservice. You can see the paint is kind of missing right there. They pull off his hat. His hat is a little sloppy as well. Yeah, I'm just going to go through the rest of this guy's articulation and get up out of here. But, oh man, this is not going to work. I'm going to take his hat off, take his head off. The joints are pretty stiff. He does have a rotation right there at the bicep. The neck is a completely different color from the face. That looks pretty bad, actually. Pretty bad. I'm going to hold him up next to some other characters so you can get an idea of just how tall this figure is. Hard plastic at the torso. He does have an ab crunch though. I like that. That's pretty good. Wow. I can't believe they did that for the head. That is super half-ass. I guess at the very least, at least I get some clothes out of it, but man, this is, I don't know, just not good. Big little zipper. Does look like it opens up. Got some foam on the inside. It's an alright book bag. I have to go back and check the sources to see if that's truly accurate. You got your range for the elbows. I mean, it's pretty stiff though. At least there's that. But is there a? Does not appear to be a circular. Oops, sorry, moving the camera again. Does not appear to be a circular motion at the shoulders, and it does not appear to be a butterfly joint either. But I think he can get his arms closed pretty well, so that's okay. Try not to just go ham on this figure, seeing as though I just opened it up. Yeah, he does have a nice, pretty good circular motion. It was like standard things, honestly, they could have done to like really set this figure over the top. Like if they really tried, they could have really made this figure good. Like you got a slight resistance at the leg, but he can get it up about that far, so that's all right, I guess. Decent little bend at the jeans, and I think Ash's jeans were a little darker, weren't they? Looks like you got some. Is that Velcro? I don't know. It might just be stitching, so you want to be careful about that. Got his belt. You can do the split, so that's cool. Does have a thigh rotation. You get his legs back, and it looks like a. That's not even a double ball joint right there. Double ball peg. Wow. So, oh crap. 1 second. Technical difficulties. So yeah, I do wish that this was one of those universal hinges. I think that's probably the way to go when it comes to the foot. So yeah, you push it past the limit, it does pop out. But I would say that's okay. That's not too bad. And it looks like he's got some dirt applications on the foot. Not sure if that's accurate. Nothing on the bottom of the feet. Yeah, I mean it's a cool body, but that's kind of wild that the skin tone is like so different and he's tall, like and then the face, man, why did they do the face like that? And you know what? Like if it didn't have that paint smear right there, it would not be the worst face. It does look like there's some plastic issues too, though. Yeah, a little bit of paint missing behind the ear. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I'll put the lid back on. I'm not even going to bother taking out all the hands, but I do want to try a set just to make sure there are no issues with the peg. Popped on nice and easy. Yeah, so that's all right. His hands look a little big too. Let me check the other one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I probably shouldn't have. Oh, wait a minute. You got a middle finger here. Ash Ketchum with some spice. I like that. And then when you put the head on, it just sits too low on that neck too. I gotta swap this neck peg out. Like they basic things that could have just been avoided. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. Oh, you get that foot going up about that much. Then it goes down a decent amount too. Yeah, let me get this lid back on it. Get ready to get up out of here. Just wanted to do another test run. So am I able to zoom? I don't even think I can zoom. So I hope that's not looking too crazy right there. It's got the Pokeball. It looks like a Pokedex. Nothing painted on it, no screen on it. Oops. Yeah, it appears I gotta just take this off. I can't really see what's going on right here. Oops. But the Pokedex does hinge, so that's kind of cool. It doesn't close though. Man. All right, so I'm gonna just try to read him off. He does have an alternate middle finger hand, so that's cool. He's got a lot of style pose hands, some rock on, some hands like spider slinging. Is there a difference between these two hands right here? I can't get it out. Yeah, it seems I'm definitely going to have to find a better position for my camera. So yeah, he does have it's like two different styles, and he has an alternate side for both of those. At least they threw in a good set of hands. If it wasn't for the presentation, this wouldn't be such a bad offering, honestly. Somewhere someone is just laughing at me. I can feel it. And then we have this head sculpt right here. Uh, Honestly, the one with the paint defect is the better looking head sculpt. This other one looks a little more like, I don't know, he was made by Looney Tunes or something. I'm not really digging that smile right there. Let's pop on his hat real quick. And that doesn't sit very secure either. Wow. I think this is about as disappointing. Then I have a Pikachu with a broken ear. This is crazy, actually. There's no articulation with Pikachu, but he doesn't look too bad. Where did I buy this from? I bought this from, I think, Boom Busby. I'm going to get in touch with them and see if I can get a refund. This figure is about as disappointing as that Sub-Zero that came out a couple months ago. The one that had the tight pants and you couldn't really move the guy around. This is what that is right there. The only good thing is at least you get some Ash Ketchum clothes. And something tells me it's not completely accurate either. You can't move the book bag. So yeah. At least he has some good articulation though. That is nice. And he's very, very tight. That Thatswell was just a little loose. Wow. This figure make you not even like your poses. He just be affecting your poses too. Like he just sucks so bad, it's distracting. Yeah, this is really disappointing figure. I definitely would not recommend it unless you just want to get the clothes and fix up the face, I guess. Like you at the very least you'll still have an Ash Ketchum face. I think what was this like 60 something? I might have to go back and check that out. But yeah, I hope that I can get a refund, honestly. This is quite the bummer. And for a quick size comparison, there's his ankle again. Wow. Yeah, he is crazy, crazy tall. There's what he looks like against Charizard. Here's what he looks like against the Fury Toys Sun Wukong. And this is actually surprisingly a really good figure. They do their 112-ish figures pretty good. Pretty good. shits and giggles, I'll put him up to President Trump. Very, very tall. Very, very tall. So yeah, this is this was not a good offering. There are some good points to take away from it, but wow, a very like I don't know, maybe they just figured people weren't going to like it, so they was just like, all right, let's just put something out and collect what we get. Like, why would you even do hard plastic for Pikachu's ears? Wow, this is a really crappy figure. I'm gonna have to put some sticky tack inside of his head just to kind of balance it. Maybe see if I can. Is that a pencil drawing? A pencil mark right there? That looks like a pencil mark. Even the paint on Pikachu just kind of sucks. Damn, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and work on my letter, man. I am outraged. This figure, man. Like, why did y'all even do that? I think y'all are gonna have to change y'all name moving forward. I might have to put some silicone shock oil in there. It's just really, really tight. I don't think the tailoring is too bad. Maybe his shirt is a little large, especially at the collar. But yeah, wow. Let's figure some bush, some basuda. I'm gonna have to see if I have a body I can just kind of swap his clothes on to. Horrible, horrible job. Horrible job. Well, you know what? I guess I'll stick around and keep talking to myself. That is the end of whatever that was. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about him anymore. But the Sun Wukong, I'll say a quick few things about him. He does look a little, I don't know, a little shiny in the face, but it's not really even something that needs to be mentioned. His eyes is such a cool thing. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's got the pupils in it. It does light up. Unfortunately, I do not have a magnet or its magnet handy. My only real problems, I think, with the Sun Wukong figure is his hand range, the range at his wrist. They're probably the weakest part about him. So, and I do wish that was a little better, like, especially if you're trying to make him running, where his palms are a little more flat with the earth. You just can't do it, so that is a bummer. And his feet are really cool because they look like hands. They got the sculpture on the back of them. But I think for his size and the soft goods and the armor and stuff, like Fairy Toys did a pretty good job. They put the armor onto the sash. I think they is it Stitch? Yeah, it looks like it's Stitch. So yeah, that's cool. This leg is a little stiff right now. But yeah, he's a very cool figure. Very cool figure. I may or may not do a review on him. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to end this live. Don't buy the Ash Ketchum figure unless you absolutely need it and you have another neck piece. I don't know. Maybe somebody will come out with something like you just need a whole nother body. This is crazy. Horrible, horrible, horrible. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, edit this, and try to see if I can put it out tonight. And I'm gonna be reviewing it because I'm in the process of trying to just cover all of the tweaks, anything I need to do to make this lab a little bit more professional. I was struggling with the audio. Struggling with where to put the microphone, the internet. Like the last time I did a live, the internet was cutting in and out. So I'm really hoping that doesn't happen this time because it took a long time to connect to this other service. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's the video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.